Did you know that 85% of people around the world are disengaged from their jobs? It's a shocking statistic, isn't it? Day in and day out, the majority of us are clocking in and out, bound by the chains of a 9-to-5 work routine, often finding ourselves stuck in a monotonous cycle that leaves little room for personal growth and true fulfillment. Now let's think about this for a moment. Are you part of this statistic? Are you among the vast majority who spend their days working in a job that doesn't spark joy or ignite passion? Perhaps you're feeling like a cog in a giant machine, always turning but never truly moving. And what about the impact this routine has on our mental health and overall life satisfaction? The effects can be quite alarming. The lack of engagement and satisfaction at work can lead to increased stress, burnout, and even health problems. It can deplete our energy, dampen our spirits, and leave us feeling unfulfilled and stuck in a rut. This is the startling reality for too many of us. We're caught up in a system that seems to prioritize productivity over passion, routine over innovation, and stability over growth. It's a system that often overlooks our individuality, our dreams, and our potential. It's easy to dismiss this as just the way things are. But what if there's another way? What if you could break free from this cycle, rise above the average, and live a life that truly aligns with your passions and values? Well, the good news is, you can. And it all starts with acknowledging this reality and deciding to make a change. Are you part of this 85%? If so, it's time to break free and rise above. In reality, the society often paints a picture of success that involves a traditional education and a 9-to-5 job. It's a narrative we're all familiar with. We're taught from a young age to follow a predetermined path. Go to school, get good grades, earn a degree, land a stable job, and climb up the corporate ladder. It's a cycle that's been ingrained in our minds as the only route to success. But let's take a step back and ask ourselves, are these societal structures truly serving our best interests? We're flung into a system where our value is often measured by our adherence to these norms. We're boxed into roles, often disregarding our unique talents and passions, and are left grappling with day-to-day challenges that these norms don't quite address. Consider the 9-to-5 work routine. It's a rigid structure that leaves little room for creativity, flexibility, and the pursuit of personal passions. It's a one-size-fits-all approach that doesn't account for the diverse needs and aspirations of individuals. And then there's the emphasis on traditional forms of education. While it undeniably plays a crucial role in our development, it's not always the golden ticket to success that it's often touted to be. It can sometimes limit our perspective, confining us to the boundaries of textbooks and rote learning without equipping us with the skills needed to navigate the real world. Moreover, these structures often fail to guarantee affordable living. The cost of living continues to surge, with salaries not always keeping pace. The result, a constant struggle to make ends meet, with dreams and ambitions relegated to the back seat. However, it's crucial to remember that these structures are not the be-all and end-all, they're merely a societal construct. And it's within our power to redefine what success looks like for us. But what if there's another way? A way to break free from the average and exist on your terms. It's about time we challenged the status quo, reshaped our habits, and embraced the potential within us. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into how you can rise above the average and carve out your own path to success. Now imagine a life where you're not just a participant in the system, but an orchestrator of your destiny. Think about it. How does it feel to have the reins of your life firmly in your hands, where you're not just going through the motions, but actively shaping your journey? In this world of endless possibilities, rising above the average is more than just a dream. It's a reality that's within your grasp. It's about breaking free from the mold of the 9-to-5 grind, from the monotony of the daily commute, from the constraints of a traditional job. It's about creating a life that's uniquely yours, one where your passions and your work are one and the same. But how do we rise above the average? It starts with recognizing the potential within us, the potential to build businesses that are not just financially rewarding, but also deeply fulfilling. Businesses that are a direct reflection of our passions, our interests, our values. Imagine starting a business that aligns with your love for travel, or your passion for sustainable living, or your obsession with technology. These aren't just hobbies or interests. They're potential business ideas that could generate substantial income and, more importantly, lead to a life of purpose and fulfillment. But this journey is not without its hurdles. It requires courage to break free from the familiar and venture into the unknown. It demands resilience to overcome the inevitable challenges and setbacks. It calls for a relentless pursuit of learning and growth, yet the rewards are beyond measure. The freedom to set your own schedule, the satisfaction of creating something from scratch, the joy of doing what you love every single day, and yes, the potential to earn far beyond what a traditional job can offer. So let's shake off the shackles of the average. Let's dare to dream bigger, to reach higher, to strive harder. Let's redefine success on our own terms, not by society's standards. You possess the potential to be greater than the average. It's time to tap into that potential. We'll now explore the realm of entrepreneurship. Successful entrepreneurs possess certain qualities that set them apart. What are these qualities, you may ask? First, there's leadership. Entrepreneurs are not just participants in a system. They are the system. They lead, inspire, and guide their teams towards a shared vision. But leadership isn't about bossing people around. It's about empowering others, making tough decisions when necessary, and taking responsibility for the outcomes. Developing leadership skills requires continuous learning and practice. Start by taking the lead in small projects or tasks, and gradually build up your confidence and capabilities. Next is vision. Successful entrepreneurs have a clear vision of what they want to achieve and how to get there. They're not afraid to dream big and challenge the status quo, but having a vision is not enough. You must also be able to articulate it clearly and passionately, inspiring others to join you on your journey. To develop this quality, start by setting clear, ambitious but achievable goals for yourself. Then there's responsibility. Entrepreneurs take ownership of their actions and decisions. They understand that the buck stops with them. This means accepting both the successes and failures that come their way. To cultivate responsibility, practice owning your mistakes and learning from them. Remember, failure is not the end, it's just another stepping stone on the path to success. Discipline is another crucial quality. Entrepreneurs are disciplined in their approach to work. They understand that success doesn't happen overnight and are willing to put in the hard work and dedication required. This means setting a routine, sticking to it, and avoiding distractions. To develop discipline, start by setting small, manageable tasks for yourself and make sure you complete them. Over time, this will become a habit. Finally, successful entrepreneurs are observant. They are always on the lookout for new opportunities and trends. They keep a close eye on their industry, their competitors, and the market at large, always ready to adapt and innovate. To enhance your observation skills, make it a habit to stay informed about your industry. Read relevant articles, attend conferences, and network with other professionals. Embracing these entrepreneurial qualities is a crucial step towards breaking free from the system and rising above the average. Remember, the journey of entrepreneurship is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It requires patience, perseverance, and a whole lot of grit. But with these qualities, you'll be well on your way to creating a successful business that is uniquely yours. Breaking free from the system involves reshaping habits and embracing self-education. We've all been there, following the same old routine, day in, day out. It's comfortable, it's familiar, but isn't it also a bit dull? It's like we're all stuck on the same merry-go-round, going round and round, but never really getting anywhere. But what if I told you there's a way off this endless loop? A way to break free from the system and truly make your mark in the world. And it starts with reshaping habits. Habits are the building blocks of our lives. They shape our days, our weeks, our years, and they can either keep us stuck in the same old rut or propel us forward towards our goals. The key is to identify the habits that are holding you back and replace them with ones that will drive you forward. Perhaps it's time to swap that hour of mindless scrolling through social media for an hour of reading or learning a new skill. Or maybe it's time to replace that daily takeaway coffee with a home-brewed cup and save the difference towards your dream business. But reshaping habits isn't enough on its own. To truly break free, you need to embrace self-education. In a world where information is readily available at our fingertips, there's no excuse for not continuously learning and growing. It's not about collecting degrees or certifications, but about expanding your knowledge, your skills, and your perspectives. It's about learning from the successes and failures of those who've walked the path before you and using that knowledge to forge your own unique path. Self-education can lead to a profound improvement in your life. It can open doors to opportunities you never knew existed and empower you to take control of your destiny. It can fuel your creativity, enhance your problem-solving abilities, and equip you with the tools you need to navigate the ever-changing landscape of the modern world. But remember, breaking free isn't an event, it's a process. It's a journey of self-discovery, of growth, of transformation. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone, challenging the status quo, and daring to dream big. It's about turning your passions into your paycheck, your ideas into your income, your potential into your prosperity. The key to breaking free is in your hands. Are you ready to unlock your potential? We've discussed the potential consequences of the 9-to-5 work routine and the societal structures that box us in. We've seen how these constructs can stifle our potential and limit our ability to live life on our terms. But remember, we've also highlighted that there is a way out, a way to rise above the average and break the systematic mold. Firstly, we explored the startling reality of our modern lives. We recognized how societal structures often treat us as mere participants in a system, following predefined paths without truly addressing our day-to-day challenges. From the education system to the traditional work routine, these structures are deeply ingrained, yet they may not always lead to affordable living. Then we dived into understanding this systematic mold that confines us. We learned how traditional norms, such as the emphasis on formal education and the 9-to-5 work routine, can limit our potential. Despite their prevalence, these structures often fail to provide us with the satisfaction, financial stability, and freedom we crave. However, we also discovered that rising above average is possible. By building businesses aligned with our passions, we can generate substantial income beyond the constraints of a traditional job. This step requires courage, determination, and a willingness to step outside of our comfort zones. We then delved into the entrepreneurial qualities that can help us on this journey. Leadership, vision, responsibility, discipline, and observation are key. We learned that success in the business world requires continuous learning, adaptability, and a keen eye for opportunity. Lastly, we discussed breaking free from the system. This involves reshaping our habits, embracing self-education, and witnessing a profound improvement in our lives. It's about existing on our terms, not those dictated by societal norms. In conclusion, rising above the system involves much more than just challenging societal norms. It requires a fundamental shift in our mindset and approach to life. It's about believing in our potential, harnessing our passions, and taking control of our destiny. Remember, you possess the potential to be greater than the average. Our mission at Vastly Invested is to empower individuals like you, guiding you to break free from the systematic mold and create a life of abundance and prosperity. The journey may be challenging, but the rewards are immeasurable. It's now time to rise above average and truly live life on your own terms. Once again, thank you for watching Vastly Invested.